Virgos. This is Perigaea Tarot. I am here to do your daily reading for Virgo. And I'm thinking that because this is the second day of the channel, I think I'm going to do a Celtic Cross deep dive. Normally I'll just be doing the shorter readings every day, and then on Saturdays I'll do a deep dive. But I'm going to do a deep dive today just to give any newcomers a feeling for what that is on this channel. So yeah, let's get going. So let God arise, let his enemies be scattered, let those who hate him flee from before him. As smoke is driven away, so drive them away. As wax melts before the fire, so let the wicked perish at the presence of God. All right, universe, what can you tell my Virgos today? What advice do you have for my Virgos in love? What is coming up for them in love? You could be dealing with some codependence in relationship to someone in your love life. There could be some element of, I saw this yesterday in your reading, there could be some element of there needing to be some kind of legal contract or something like that signed or worked out between the two of you. All right, so universe. Interesting. Oh, this says you're going to be victorious. So if you are facing some kind of conflict, you will be victorious. That's wonderful. And I feel also that I'm hearing to be positive and to remain to maintain a positive outlook. It could have something to do with a car here with the Chariot. Yeah, there could be a conflict about that. That has been an ongoing thing with someone. Maybe there's been blockages, but you are going to be victorious. Just hold. What I'm seeing with this Queen of Swords is hold your ground. Hold your ground and listen to your intuition. Okay, so let's deal with your Celtic Cross, guys. Interesting. Yeah, don't let yourself be swayed. I would say emotionally, I believe it was the Queen of Cups in the reverse. You know, don't allow yourself to be swayed through emotion or manipulated, you know, into being in a position of negative judgment or not perceiving things correctly because of emotions. Interesting. I also feel like what this is saying is that if there's some kind of element in this situation of somebody who you're hoping to hold on to, and you're feeling like, well, that I need to compromise my own position if I'm going to hold on to this person. I feel like this is the universe saying that is exactly what you don't need to do. That this is the lesson, perhaps the test that you're in a position to need to pass, is to prove that you will not allow someone essentially insinuating that they will break your heart or abandon you. And that, so if you don't abandon your own needs and your own position, if it's needful, you know, obviously we are meant to compromise in relationship to things that are smaller and that are more petty. But if that you don't need to abandon yourself to love and to show love to this other person or to receive love. And anyone who tries to get you to abandon yourself in that way, it doesn't love you. So, alrighty. There we go. Anything else? Yep. Oh, same cards again. I feel like this could be, what this is speaking is that you could feel as if the dilemma before you is, you know, the item that you could be fighting for, feeling like you either have to choose that or happiness and family and happily ever after. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. In fact, this could be a situation with somebody where maybe the universe is, yeah, you need to stand your ground and know your value, know what you deserve, and stand on that. Because the universe is wanting you to, this could be a situation where maybe a relationship between a person and you is being made possible by you setting the landscape as a situation where you will not allow yourself to be screwed over. And that needs to be made clear between the two of you before things can move forward. It's a possibility. I'd say that's a yes. I would definitely say also that there is someone who could be desiring you and wanting a new start. So I wouldn't worry about, even if there's conflict right now, I'd say that this person definitely wants a new start with you. And so if you're worried that like, oh, if I don't let this person have whatever they want, they won't stick around, I don't think that's true. All right, so alrighty, let's just shuffle one more time and then we'll cut the deck. I could do that all day. Just pick out cards for you out of the side of the deck. So let's not do that. Okay. So, oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. For a minute, I forgot how to deal with Celtic cross. All right, it goes up here first. And then over here. And then over here. It's been a little while, guys. I haven't been doing readings for a little bit. That's why I was talking a little bit fast in my reading yesterday. It's been a little while since I've been behind the camera, so that's a little bit. Okay. Yes, there it is again. Yep, hold your ground. Hold your ground. Absolutely. Know your worth and hold your ground. You know, it doesn't mean you have to be a cow, that you have to be mean, but just hold your ground. You know, do not allow someone to manipulate you into feeling like you just, you know, will give up everything for the sake of love. Yeah, and with the Ace of Cups in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, this could be a situation where you're feeling like, again, that is the conflict here, is that you're having to choose between love and your own needs, and you don't. You know, this feeling like, oh, this chance isn't going to come back up again, and you know, and I'm pouring out my last chance with this person or in this situation or with love in general. You're not. With the High Priestess here, this is saying, listen to your intuition and stand your ground, and be strong in what you know. Don't be cruel, you know, don't be unkind, but be strong. This person could be trying to use coldness to persuade you. You know, that makes me pretty upset when earlier we thought of, oh, maybe this person's going to try and, like, you know, play on your emotions to get what they want out of you. And then it's like, oh, and then if they can't do that, they're going to be super, super cold and cruel. It's like, ew, no, it's not a nice person. So with the Ace of Pentacles here, I feel like what this is saying, hold out until the offer is sound, until what it is, whether it's a physical item, whether it's just what this person is offering you in terms of, you know, a relationship or emotionally, wait until this person is actually like, if that is the situation that we were talking about before, where you're dealing with somebody who maybe is a little bit toxic, maybe you're kind of giving them a chance, maybe they've done a few things to upset you and they're wanting to come back, wait until the offer is fully satisfying and solid, you know, emotionally. I'm not saying be a cow. You don't have to be a cow to have standards, but, you know, just wait until this person has expressed exactly what you feel they need to express for you to be treated well and up to your standard. You know, don't compromise your standards, essentially, your boundaries. And I do feel that this is saying, with these two cards, this person will absolutely, you know, they will, whether or not it's right away or not, they will come in passionately and they will put in the work. You know, it's really, I sense that what this is it's just kind of like a battle of wills. It's kind of a chess game where maybe this person is trying to test you and see what they can get away with. But honestly, I'm telling you, they're going to respect you more. They're going to respect you more and probably love you more if you stand up for yourself and you make it clear that no, you can't push certain walls down. You know, you can't do those things. So, yep. Okay. Yep. So here at the core of the reading, we have the Devil in the reverse to the Two of Cups in the reverse. And I feel like this could be speaking to what we were talking about before. You could be dealing with somebody who maybe has disappointed you in love, maybe made you feel betrayed or let down or abandoned. They could be somebody who's dealing with, there could be a Capricorn in the mix. But they could be dealing with some kind of like addiction, something like that, where they are coming out of a place of having very toxic behaviors, maybe in relationship to relationships. But I'm sensing with this Two of Cups, I'm just sensing from this energy that you are something special to this person, that that has made them want to come out of those old behaviors and genuinely change. It's kind of like, you know, the player finally falling in love kind of thing. is what I'm sensing. Because, yeah, here in the past we have the King of Wands in the reverse. It's definitely like a player energy. I'm wondering if these two need to be switched. It's honestly been such a long time since I dealt a Celtic cross. Maybe. But so one way or another, what I'm seeing here in the subconscious energy of your person is the Knight of Swords. They feel defensive, but I'm feeling like it's simultaneously somebody who is maybe a little bit angry genuinely in their own defense, but at the same time, maybe they're just pretending to be angry as a defensive tactic. They feel like, well, if I come off like I have a reason to be offended or a reason to be angry with this person, then, you know, maybe the blame will fall off of me a little bit. Because what I'm seeing here in the past is somebody being kind of a misogynist, you know, bunghole, not, you know, being kind of a creep, kind of an egocentric, selfish person. You know, maybe they stepped out on the connection. Yeah, but the King of Wands in the reverse can be very egocentric and very full of himself. Yeah. So, and then in the conscious mind space, we have the Six of Swords in the reverse. So I would say that this is someone who wants to find a way forward with you. They want to smooth things over and find a way where you two can move forward together. But they are worried that that's not, that they're worried that it isn't possible, or they're worried that it isn't going to happen. And I still think it's possible that these two are shifted. And if that's the truth, what this is saying is that this person might be coming in hot and coming in defensive, but that how they really feel is that they're just worried that you're not going to take them back, or that there isn't a way to fix things. And that's how they really feel. I'm going to switch these. In the near future, we have an energy of someone coming out of silence, because I'm sensing an energy where they just can't bear the silence anymore. And so they're coming in to try and find a way forward with you, just because they don't see any other, option. They don't see, like, I'm sensing like this as a pouting energy, somebody who's been just like hiding in their hole, not talking to you, trying to kind of manipulate to get their way, and it's not working. So this is somebody finally kind of like coming out of like timeout, you know, and being like, well, I guess maybe we should try to find a way to figure this out, you know. But it could also just be somebody who needed some time to deal with the way that they felt. This could be you in this situation, feeling like you just needed a timeout to feel your feelings and feel like you really absorbed the reality of what happened between the two of you in the past. And now this person is ready to try to find a way forward. And, you know, this feels like an energy of reaching out to you to see if it's possible that something could be worked out. With the Two of Swords, though, I'm seeing you being pretty blocked. I mean, obviously, if this is someone that you want to be with, then that's, you know, maybe you want to think about softening the tactic there. But, you know, maybe you are totally done with this person, or maybe you're just very guarded. You know, maybe you are feeling quite hurt, and even though you do want this person back, you just feel completely guarded. It feels like you're both kind of in a place where you are real scared and trying to hide from being vulnerable to each other. So, and it's kind of like somebody's going to need to step up and be the brave one and, you know, take one for the team. In the hopes and fears is this Seven of Wands. Like, I think this is your person being afraid that you don't want to fight for this, that you feel so, that you don't think that they're worth it, kind of thing, that they don't think you're going to try and fight for them. Or they could, yeah, I think that that's what that is. And in the final outcome, the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So I sense that this is, you know, finding a way out of, sorry for that car noise, guys. This is finding a way out of financial struggle, perhaps, or this could be a situation where maybe you were feeling juggled by this person, like you weren't their top priority and you weren't that important, and this is coming out of that. This could also be you just learning the lesson of understanding how to balance your own self-worth with the dynamic of this relationship, you know, where you're no longer like juggling yourself. It's like you're gaining an understanding of how to take care of yourself and understand what you deserve at the same, while at the same time, you know, loving somebody else. but not letting them like just walk all over you kind of thing. All right, so yeah, and that could be at the core of this energy as well, you know, because that, you know, that's not you attacking people, but it's you being toxic towards yourself. And, you know, that would result in love, you know, kind of the love that you give being betrayed. Because when you allow people, to walk all over you, even if they're a good person, they might do that to a degree just because they sense that they can. You know, it's kind of like the vacancies that we create for people, they fill, you know. So what is this Devil in the reverse to the Two of Cups in the reverse? Woo, dropped a card. One sec. Let me just shuffle some more. What is this Devil in the reverse to the Two of Cups in the reverse? Okay, so there could be a situation here where somebody was not making a choice. They were refusing to make a choice. There could have been a third party with the Three of Cups here. But I'm sensing even more that this being an energy of someone who wants a reunion with you. That they were standing back and not making, they were not making up their minds. Here, what I'm also seeing underneath the deck in my left hand is the Knight of Wands in the reverse to the Seven of Swords in the reverse. I feel like this is somebody who maybe behaved like a player in the past, like we were talking about before. And playing somebody doesn't necessarily have to be cheating. It can be just finding a way to devastate that person so as to make them feel inadequate and to use that inadequacy to make oneself feel superior. But this is with the Seven of Swords in the reverse. This is this person understanding that you understand that, and you see those behaviors that they've tried to engage in the past, and that you have stood up to them. And honestly, this just makes them respect you even more and makes them want to come out of that devil energy. Is there anything else for this Devil in the reverse to the Two of Cups in the reverse? Yeah. This person still loves you, but they just feel sort of demoralized, and maybe their ego's a bit bruised. I'm still feeling a little bit of egocentric energy, but this person does love you. I'd say that they're very impressed by you. They're very impressed that you've seen